You're on here?
We are here with the hottest player on the planet right now, Jayson Shaw.
How you doing, Ted?
Doing great, man. How you doing? You just won. Boy, I bet nobody. Yeah, well, no, I'm talking about here. Well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Well, you beat nobody in France likes you right now. You just beat 2 Frenchmen, and you're through to the final 32.
16.
Oh, final 16 rather.
Yeah.
Final 16 here, and the World Pool Series, the Molinari Players Championship.
Yep.
Now, you are. Okay, I said hottest player on the planet. You won the Kuwait Open in November. That was really your breakthrough. But that came after a whole year building up. You were winning some smaller events, and you were placing high, like in the World 9-Ball Championship. Then you had a first Mosconi Cup, and you guys took that. And then you start the year winning Turning Stone. What's going on, man? Why are you playing so good? Why now?
I just think I'm pushing myself more than the past. You know, I used to practice a lot but get lazy and not do the right things, you know, so just trying to do the right things to keep my mind fresh and my body fresh, and the rest will take care of itself, you know, and as you can see, it's been taking care of itself.
I mean, was it always your dream to become a top level pool player?
Yeah, when I was younger, I used to always be good at pool, you know, and to be with my family and all that, and I say, oh, one day you'll see, one day you'll see when I've got a lot of money and I'm famous, and then laughing and joking and that. Now I'm here in 2017. I'm known right now as the best player in the world, so, and they're all proud of me and stuff like that. So.
What was your game back when you were a kid? 8-ball. English
8-ball was my game.
English 8-ball.
Played 8-ball since I was like 6-7 years old.
And when did you make the transition to American pool?
When I was like 16. I played on and off, you know, nothing serious. Just played at the couple of tournaments. Then in 2016 they had a qualifier for the US Open. Hotel, flight, everything. And I started entering it and I won it like every year. So I got free trips to the US Open, and then in 2010 I won the World 8-Ball Championships, English 8-Ball. And a lot of things went on and stuff like that, and then from then I decided to try and take 9-ball up and started playing it a lot more, and then kept coming to the States, and then in 2013 I came over here and went on the road, and I did pretty good for like 3 months, then went home, came back over 3 months, and then eventually after 6 months on the road I decided this is what I wanted to do.
So you met your
I met my wife.
Your wife. Now you were kind of stuck here for a while because of the whole green card situation.
Yeah.
They don't allow you to leave the country while your green card and all papers are being processed. And so you were kind of, how long were you stuck here for? Where you couldn't?
A year and a bit. I was trapped. I felt like I was trapped. I couldn't get out there and show everyone, you know, how good I really was. So finally got my. Actually, when I was at Turning Stone last week, when I got there, the second day I got a phone call. My green card just came through the door to the house. So now I'm a permanent resident, have my green card, you know, so
fantastic.
Good, you know, so that was good news at Turning Stone, and obviously that made me a little bit more happier and relaxed because I've been doing it for 2.5 years, and it's been a lot of ups and downs and a lot of traveling and having to write stuff and letters and a lot of work, you know, so I'm very, very happy and feel settled now.
Tell me about your style. Your style, to me, I think a lot of people who watch you, is real fan-friendly. You play fast. You seem to be enjoying yourself out there. How do you look at your style of pool? What makes you different from other players?
Well, you know, there's a lot of great players out there, but if you ask a lot of players who's the best shot maker, or you know, and they'll all tell you it's me, and that's a good thing to have, you know, because everyone's scared of leaving me tricky shots or pushing out and stuff like that, you know. So they all know that when I first came here I was a tricky player, but I didn't have the experience. Now I got the experience and I'm winning the tournaments. Now these guys know when they see the draw, I know for a fact that they don't want to see my name where their name is. I know that, you know. And when I first came here, there wasn't that fear factor because they were like, oh, he plays good, he's new. But now I'm winning a lot of tournaments. I'm putting myself out there, and everyone knows how good I play. So I know everybody's wants my head, but I want their head as well.
Yeah, and how long do you think that level of confidence can last in pool with this kind of talent out there, that all these great
Well,
players?
there's a lot of talent, but it's just about how you deal with your losses, and that's a good part of what I'm doing right now. Is I used to get very frustrated when I had bad luck or lose matches, and it would play on me for a couple of weeks or a week or whatever. But I'm so used to it now, I can just let things go very quickly and get over it, and just go out there and enjoy it. And I know everybody loves to watch me play, and they like my style, and and I like to enjoy it out there. So I believe that you've seen something right now, but you haven't seen a lot of me yet. There's a lot more.
Wow. I mean, let's go back to that Kuwait Open, because I was there. You played Chang Jung Ling in the well, that was the final, but the semifinal was an amazing match. You came back against Ko Pin Yi, and that was a similar comeback to what you did to him at the U.S. Open. And when you then you went on to beat Chang Jung Ling, and that was an amazing match too.
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, that must have been an amazing confidence booster winning the Kuwait Open, because there was a huge pile of money. It was like a $300,000 event, one of the biggest of the year, huh? That must have been something.
It was such a good feeling, I'd played great the full event, and then the semi-final I just couldn't really get going, and then I was 10-4 down, and I just pictured myself being at the US Open and being in the exact same situation 2 or 3 weeks previous to that. You know what I mean? And I was in the same spot, and I came back and I won. So I was just feeding off what happened previous weeks, and I was feeding off that confidence and that little buzz when I started to get going and get back in the match, and things were rolling for me as well, good, but I had a good year against Ko Pin Yi. I beat him in the World 9 Ball, I beat him at the US Open, I beat him at the Kuwait Open, I beat him in all the top tournaments, so very happy with that, because he was the best player last year. He won everything, so to beat him in all the major tournaments is give me a lot of confidence,
So do you like being the favorite? You like being the guy out front that everybody's looking for?
Of course, because when I'm full of confidence, I'm very, very, very dangerous. You know what I mean? I'm dangerous as it is, but when I'm full of confidence, then when I get going, there's not a lot of players that can really beat me. When I look at it myself, when I lose, it's not really. Sometimes the opponent plays great and I don't do much, or that's whatever. But sometimes when I lose, it's because of my own head and not dealing with my mistakes quickly enough and letting it affect me for 2 or 3 games. You know what I mean? So I've changed a lot, and I've fixed a lot of stuff in my life, and I'm in a good place right now, and very happy to. In fact, I feel very blessed to be in America, living here, doing what I love doing, and I'm up at the top what I'm doing, so I love it, and I love all the attention and the atmosphere around the tables, and everybody knows that I'm playing good and they want to watch me and stuff like that. So that makes it. I'm happy that a lot of people out there see that how good I play, but they want to watch it and experience it, So.
I think with that kind of attitude, I mean, it's rare to hear that kind of attitude in pool players, because it's such a tough sport that a lot of players tend to, keep their expectations low, and maybe it's easy to get negative. And as you say, you're handling that negativity. You've learned to handle that negativity. I mean, we're expecting big things out of you this year.
Well,
there's
a couple of people.
You got it. It's World Championship.
No, I know.
That's coming next.
U.S. Open's the one I want to win.
All right, so U.S. Open, obviously, and then I'm going to make the
Mosconi Cup this team again for sure, man. That experience and that buzz is just second to none. So that's something I'm going again this year for. And U.S. Open, I've just bought a Chinese 8-ball table, and I've had a cue made, and I'm going to go there in March.
Wow.
Play in the big event there.
Oh, wow.
Be prepared this time, so I have my table and queue. I did one there last time, and I was playing in the qualifiers. Didn't really have a queue. Was tricky, different atmosphere, but now I'm in stage 2 because of my world ranking's so high. So I got an invite to stage 2, so I can go there a little bit early, practice on my own table, go there, prepare a little bit more, and get into it. You know.
So you're talking U.S. Open. You won Kuwait. We've got a World 8-Ball coming up in China. Then you're going to do the Chinese 8-Ball.
The Whirlpool Masters coming up.
Yeah, Whirlpool Masters. I'll see you there. But I mean, we're talking about world domination in 2017.
Yep.
Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, I'm ready to. They all know. They all know what's coming. They all know. They know how good I am. And,
you heard it here.
To be honest with you, I'm not trying to be too big headed or anything, but they know how good I play, and they know I'm only going to get better. And what's happened in the last year is only the beginning. So for me, just to let everybody know there's a lot more to come.
Great. Well, Jayson, I look forward to watching it all unfold. It's going to be a lot of fun. Jayson Shaw, the hottest player on the planet, laying down the marker for everybody out there, saying it's going to be total domination in 2017. We shall see. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks a lot, Jayson.
Thanks.